In modern football, there is a clear issue of respect for older fans in the sport. And this is quite problematic in my opinion, because if you actually look at it, and you look at how many young people there are who think they know better than the fans who have watched football for longer than you've been alive, you start to see some serious narcissistic issues with younger football fans nowadays. Now, I'm not saying that younger football fans are all terrible and blah blah blah. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is, just take a look at how older fans are treated nowadays. Older fans are often more negative than the younger fans. They have seen their teams win a lot of trophies, even if it's in the past, and they expect to see it again. So when their team doesn't win trophies, they are incredibly negative. Younger fans see this as an insult. They see it as an insult when the older people are negative towards the club. And then they respond. They respond by saying you're negative and by actually throwing insults towards the older fans. And this just creates a state of discourse in the modern football community, especially on YouTube, especially on YouTube, that is simply not healthy. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Because here's a fact of the matter. If you go to the stadiums, because I know that most of you don't actually go to the stadia, you say you go to the stadia. No, you don't. I know that you don't because of how you act. If you actually go to the stadiums, as I have done, home and away, especially away, those fans are a lot more negative than the people on the internet. I promise you. I've celebrated in the away stands for my club the opponent scoring against us because we were shit. We were celebrating every goal that went in. Imagine if someone did that on YouTube. The backlash you would receive for celebrating the goal of an opponent. The entire away stand was doing it. The entire away stand was doing it. Because we were shit. We should have won that game. We lost. So we celebrated. That is normal in football stadiums. The fans in stadiums, if they don't like it, they're gonna boo. No, I remember Club Brugge, is the team which I support by the way, in the quarterfinals of the Conference League, the first quarterfinal that this team had played in, I don't know, probably my lifetime, that I can think of immediately. Yeah, that's the only quarterfinal we've played in Europe in my lifetime. Yeah, that's the only European quarterfinal we've ever played during my lifetime. Van Aken, our captain, best player for years. One back pass, we were winning to quarterfinal by the way. The entire stadium boos him. Now imagine if somebody on YouTube did that. I know that people don't like that type of negativity on YouTube and on Twitter, because I commented on a post from Club Brugge and I said, have some shame, you're celebrating a loss against AC Milan. And somebody took that as offense. Because again, these are younger football fans who have never been to the stadium, don't know what it's like, haven't seen it, done it. But they want to have the biggest of mouths. Now I have a lot of respect towards younger fans who, okay, you don't have to go to stadiums, home and away. I haven't gone to a stadium in 4 years. I don't have the money. So I haven't gone to a stadium in 4 years. That's not what makes you a true fan. But you know what it is? The amount of people that want to discredit other fans because they are negative is just childlike. Negativity doesn't mean you're wrong. If something is bad, it is bad. You cannot be positive about bad things. That is toxic positivity. Older fans are more likely to have experienced the real positivity around a club and are able to see when a club is in a poor state. And they will have a negative outlook because they have seen their club in better days. Younger fans have not experienced their club as a whole. They have not experienced the peaks of Liverpool because, quite frankly, the peaks of Liverpool were in the 80s and 70s. They have not experienced that. What they have experienced is Liverpool winning one league title, and that's something they were happy about. And that's no disrespect to Liverpool. You can make the same argument with Man United, with Arsenal. these fans have seen one, maybe two good seasons from their club, have seen one Europa League title from their club, and they think they understand the club to a degree that is superior than the older fans who have watched Alex Ferguson's treble, who have watched Arsene Wenger's Invincibles. There is a clear psychological issue with anyone narcissistic enough to believe I know my football club better than someone who has watched my club since before I was even born. Like, I am sorry. Where does that narcissism come from? I'm not trying to attack anyone personally here, but I am just trying to say the state of discourse in the YouTube football community, especially the fan-orientated channels, right? Which is what I am. I'm a fan channel. I like making content about my football teams, and I like talking about the teams as a fan. I'm not holier than thou, I don't know everything. But then I just admit that. You can dislike people because they're rude, because they're blatantly assholes, sure. But to dislike someone because you think their footballing opinion is negative? I struggle to understand that. I really do. Because at the end of the day, if you look at the top managers, if you go inside the dressing rooms of the top managers, they're shouting at their players. You are shit, you are shit, you are shit. I mean, come on, that's what Jose Mourinho used to do at Chelsea. That's what Pep Guardiola did in his first season at Man City. They don't say, oh, you played well, oh, we didn't get lucky today, but we'll get him next time. No, if Pep loses a game, in that dressing room, he is killing those players. Those players, when they lose a game, they call their lawyer. They're not saying, we'll get him the next time. They're calling their lawyers, they're asking for the backup. And you think that fans on the internet can be a bit negative when they say, we're not good enough. We're not going to win a league title. I've seen that. Take Sava, for example. He's a YouTuber. Football Heritage or something like that. Football Heritage, I don't know what this channel is called. It will be up here. Yeah, Football Heritage TV, that's what it's called. He's a very long time Spurs fan, has seen Spurs win cups, when I believe he's seen the Europa League of 87. Is he that old? I'm sorry, Sava, if I'm overestimating your age, but he's seen Spurs win trophies. And there's a lot of younger Spurs fans who tell him, oh, you don't understand Spurs. He's watched Spurs for longer than you've been alive. So he doesn't understand Spurs. Explain that to me. There's a lot of people who just want to talk shit, and that's the fact of the matter. There's a lot of people who want to talk shit and they don't listen anymore. And that is not a problem of the younger generation, that is a problem of the internet. I've seen a lot of older people do this as well, to be fair, yeah? That's just a problem of the internet. People have stopped listening. People have become so absorbed in their own world. The people they see on the screen aren't even real people. I am a screen person, I'm not a real person. You cannot empathize with me, because guess what? I'm a 2D, well, I give the illusion of 3D, but for you, I am a 2D directed on a screen that you can turn off immediately. I am not real. You cannot empathize with me on a subconscious level. You cannot think of me as a human person on a subconscious level, and that is an internet problem, not a human being problem. But that does not mean that human beings are not responsible for the way they act. And the way that we act is oftentimes without respect nowadays. That's not a generational problem, that's an internet problem, but of course it's going to affect the younger generations who grew up on the internet. All I'm saying is, try to be a bit more reasonable, because I'm quite frankly growing tired of the discourse, oh, you're not a real fan because you're negative. Fans are not supposed to be positive, so a real fan is someone who cares about the club. It doesn't matter if they're positive, negative, whatever. They're a real fan if they like the club. No matter if you like their political beliefs or anything, you don't get to decide what a fan is. Anyone who wants to be a fan gets to be a fan. You can call them a glory hunter, you can call them this, but the fact of the matter is, if you call yourself a fan, you are a fan. That's how it works. You don't get to regulate that. Stop trying to gatekeep, for one thing, and try to respect the older generation, who you don't have to agree with, but at the very least, listen to their opinions, because they have watched football for longer than you, and they do have something interesting to bring to the table. That's why I always listen to the older generation too, even if they're not the fans of my own club. I listen to them. I don't agree with them, but I listen to them, because their opinions are oftentimes more valuable than my own. That's all for me today. Just a bit of a rant today, not like my usual content, but this was an important rant, I think. I need to make more videos like this, just ranting off about a certain subject. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps the channel out a ton. We're very close to 500 subscribers. We'll appreciate that a lot. And thank you to everyone who has subscribed already. You guys are amazing. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.